going on, everybody? Master Biker here, and today in front of us, the Tonnerrey, kind of like Monterey. We're out in California, and Monterey is right around the corner. But we got the Tonnerrey T8 single rear hub motor. They do have a dual motor, but we got the single 1500 watt motor, 60 30 battery, which is pretty cool, pretty big for this bike, I'd say. We're gonna bust down the specs. We've been riding. Usually we like to end videos here, but I figured we'd start the video here, do the specs here, beautiful view, bring you guys along, and then go for a ride for a few. And I even got the kiddo behind the camera helping me out right now, so appreciate you guys. And remember, if you appreciate everything that we're doing, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think and what you want to see next, and I'll aim to get those videos going for you guys. Without further ado, let's hop right in to the Tonnerrey. Hey guys, let's start it off with the rear hub motor, 1500 watts. And I will say, I was getting my pedal on. You can unlock it to get up to 28. Right now it's locked to 20 with the throttle. And with pedaling, you get a little bit, obviously a little bit faster. But the pedaling worked great. I don't know if that's because it is governing the power right now, so maybe the pedaling feels more realistic. Once you unlock it, it's like giving it more power, so when you're pedaling, it's making it go faster. Doesn't feel as realistic, but it was very nice for pedaling, I will say that. Throttle was good and engaging. Then we got a 60 volt, 30 amp hour removable battery. They're saying 80 plus miles of range, and I bet you 30 to 40, depending on, of course, how much you're pedaling, how much you're throttling. Gonna take 6 to 8 hours to get a full charge. Then they got some big boy 20 by 4-inch tires. Take a look at the dual crown front suspension. It is better to have a suspension than no suspension, but it's not adjustable, just a generic one. It's not name brand or anything like that, but again, it is better to have something than nothing. And it is a hardtail. There's no suspension in the back. Not sure why they didn't put any form of suspension, but the ride has been pretty chill. Keep in mind, we haven't gone off-road or anything like that. I'll let you guys know how that feels, but so far it's been a smooth ride. Another important stat that I always like to share with people is seat to the ground. It's 33 inches, so make sure that that's gonna be comfortable for you, and at least you can get tippy-toed. Then they got a nice carbon steel frame. Bike is weighing in at 92 pounds, so make sure you guys can pick that up, maneuver it around. They say max payload on this bad boy is 330 pounds. I'm assuming they're sharing that because, like, something that high because they think you're gonna ride with people on the back. I don't know if this bike can handle 330 pounds. You can unlock it. I was gonna do a short on that, and maybe it can handle more weight, a weight payload up to that, but I would say really like 220. I'm 165, 70 pounds, and I could get it up no problem to speed. I mean, pedaling was fun, but I mean, you're getting, I'd say 220 and over that, like, it's just, you're gonna have a major decrease in power unless you unlock it for sure. But they say 330 pounds. I say 220. I didn't see a rider height suggestion on the website, but I just had my kiddo hop on. He's 5 feet tall. He was like, couldn't get either foot down, not even tippy-toed. So I would say, like, you gotta be 5'3", unless you don't mind not having your feet down on the ground. At least 5'3" to be tippy-toed. And I would say up to like maybe 6'2", 6'3", comfortably riding. I was just mentioning the passenger seat, and like, you could ride, you don't have to ride with somebody. If you're not gonna be riding, you could literally just boom, 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 take this off, drop a little bit of weight, not much. Also move that tail light up to there. I do like how they have that. I just noticed that. So you can move the tail light easily from there to there. If you do decide to ride with somebody, they got pegs on it already. They fold up, get out of the way. But again, it's just another thing. If you're not riding with anybody, technically you don't need the pegs. You don't need the back seat. That's cool that you could take all that off easily. Haven't been riding that far, but the seat seems to be decently comfortable. I heard some other people complaining about it, saying they hope it broke in and whatnot, but it's been fine for me. Bringing it up, we're gonna go over all the specs, turn on the screen, but I did want to start with the hydraulic disc brakes on the front and the back with 180 millimeter disc rotors. Let's bring it up top. Shared the brakes already. Of course, we have a 7-speed Shimano shifter and derailleur, which is shifting decently nice. It was smooth. Then we got a nice standard quarter twist throttle, ergonomic grips for you guys. These grips aren't my favorite. I kind of just like them straight across, but the quarter twist is nice and responsive. Before we turn on the screen, I did want to show you guys, they have this like phone holder, and you can actually, has a little USB, so you can even charge your phone. I will say that I like there's no like NFC card. You don't need a key, boom. You see it, oh, so bright out here. But on the screen, you got how fast you're going, your battery, your mileage, your level of assist that you're in. Change that level of assist right here, boom, up to 5, down to 0. Then we got a nice bright headlight. It is sunny outside, but trust me, it works good at night. I rode it down to the other house a couple times. And then you got your blinkers, left blinker, which is integrated but very small and harder to see. Right blinker, of course. There's no indicator on the screen when the blinker is on or beeping or anything, so you just got to remember to turn it off. And then you got a nice horn. Is pretty loud, decently loud. I do like that. Let people know you're there. Get out of my way! One thing I really loved is like when you kick on the pedaling and you're going on the pedal assist, it just takes off. The power, like I was saying, was absolutely amazing. So again, very nice, comfortable ride, great pedal assist. It actually worked amazing. As you can see right there, gets you up going faster than 20 miles an hour for sure. I think right around here I was doing about 25, 24, pretty steady. I was pedaling to keep up with the kiddo because he was smashing. But again, nice, comfortable seat. It was great. Obviously, I was not going crazy off-road, but for what we were riding, it was very chill. Tires, suspension, all came in handy. Again, beautiful day. So, a little bit off-road right here for you guys, but not really off-road, you know, kind of, I would say, light off-road riding, but a lot of fun. This is great for somebody that's looking to get some exercise, but still wants you to get your throttle on as well. Looks obviously a lot cooler than a regular e-bike with this moped style. So I feel younger generation can appreciate it. A little bit older generation can appreciate it as well, because I thought it was a fun ride and looked cool. So did the kiddo. I did like the phone holder that you could charge your phone with the little USB connection. That's nice. Not all bikes have that. Without further ado, let's wrap up this video, my friends. Whew. All right, guys, we had so much dang fun with the Tonnerrey that I had to take her out again for another spin. It's been some beautiful days here in California, and I want to get all the rides in that I can. I've been like hibernating over the winter, even though it's not hibernating compared to what everybody else had to do in the winter. But thank goodness for these guys. Let's just start off by saying that when you pedal, it definitely engages. It feels realistic, which you're not usually getting from bikes unless they're mid-drive or they have a torque sensor. But the Tonnerrey brings it all home, my friends. It was a comfortable ride. I know it's a hardtail on the back, but I'm telling you, it was pretty smooth. Suspension is nice. Brakes were good. I had a fun time. I did leave this locked for the video. It's at 20 miles an hour. I was getting like 23, 24 when we were pedaling, a little bit of a downhill. Can unlock it, get it up to 28. They also got a dual motor for you guys as well if you want even more power. I had a great time with the bike as is. Still a huge battery. We were getting some decent range out of it, and I want to do a range test, put the bike to the test with that as well pretty soon. I'm also going to shoot a short, opening it up and seeing what the top speed is. They're saying it's 28-ish with the throttle, so we'll do that, but I want to leave it legal for the video, let you guys know how it felt when it comes out of the box. Till our next adventure, who knows what we're going to be riding, where we're going to be riding. who we're gonna be shooting with, but I know we're gonna be living our best lives, people. This is Master Biker.